I have a garden update for you today, so if you want to see that, please feel free to forward through the twaddle that comes next and get to the garden bit. But otherwise, feel free to sit through the twaddle. The decision is in your hands. Since I'm in the area, I thought I would take a walk down the street on which I used to live. The street which I have recently moved away from due to the mould-infested, rat-infested house. Here it is. Wow. It looks like nature might be trying to reclaim it. That shrub was not there when I lived here. It looks pretty lifeless. But you can see there where the leaking gutter caused damage to the paintwork. Gosh. Doors falling off the gas meter box there. Yes. I wonder if the bins have even been emptied since I was living here. Let's have a look. Oh, they have. Someone's had the bin out anyway. But yeah, there's the missing gate that she tried to claim for. She wanted to take money from my deposit to rebuild that wall and add a gate, but that wasn't there when I moved in. Anyway, yeah, hello old house. Kind of nice to see you again. So there we go. Doesn't look like they've done anything since I left, and also the next door neighbour came out while I was there, and she told me that the same shrub that's growing up the front window is also growing out of the kitchen window. So yeah, be interesting to see how long the house stays sitting there neglected before there's any sign of anything being done in there. Will the shrubs take over? I'm going to be keeping an eye on this house, and obviously I'm going to be bringing you with me every time I walk past for a little update. I'll show you. Now, the other day when I showed you I'd bought this domed platter that I was going to use for cake, at least one person in the comments under that video said, "That's for cheese, not cake." Now, I want to prove a point. I want to prove that it was a very, very good idea to buy that domed platter for cake. Now try and tell me I'm wrong. It's perfect. Would anyone care for a slice of the Co-op's finest mango cheesecake sponge cake? Yum. I think that just looks incredible. And if you disagree with me, you're wrong. Quite frankly. Also, you can see in the background here my lamp. Now, I wanted to put it in the middle of the windowsill, but Offspring kept on knocking into it, and I thought that's going to not survive very long there. I've moved it over and I'm still not 100%. However, this is where I had envisaged it going, on this windowsill, so we'll play around with it a bit more. But anyway, I wanted to show you something. A really, really, really lovely one of you guys called Holly bought me a gift from my Amazon list. Now, there was a little bit of a pickle getting hold of this because I'd made a bit of an error, I think, perhaps. I hadn't properly updated my address. I don't know what happened. But the gift finally made its way to me. And I have got this for the garden. Isn't that lovely? It's beautiful, isn't it? Thank you so much, Holly. It's a bird feeder, if any of you can't work it out. It could be a bath, couldn't it, or a feeder, but it's not huge, and I think it was designed to be a bird feeder. I'm going to put seed in it anyway, because there's quite a lot of birds that visit our garden, but I just love that so much. It's from the Fallen Fruits range, if anybody is looking for something similar, but that's just gorgeous. Let me put it a bit closer so you can see it. Haven't decided where I'm going to put it yet, but it's going out in the garden really, really soon. Maybe by the end of this video, it'll be up there. But thank you so, so much, Holly. I love it so much. Isn't that bird cute? I just love it so much. So thanks. I love that my newish home, it's not so new anymore, is it, is coming together. I have to apologise, there haven't been any room tours really, but that's because it's taken me longer than anticipated for so many reasons to get the place sorted. Every room is pretty much laid out now, aside from one, but there's a lot of disarray. I mean, we must have moved here with a backlog of laundry, and I've struggled so hard to get through that backlog. I'm only just doing it now. Now the weather is super hot. It's been perfect for doing the backlog of laundry. And I've got a few whites spread out in the garden so the sun can bleach the stains off. But yeah, it's been quite, slow progress because I'm the only adult here. I think other people move, but there's two adults. Well, I say I'm the only adult, I've got adult offspring, but they've got things going on in their lives that they, take up a lot of their time. They've sorted their stuff out. But things like a backlog of laundry, and there's a lot of my things that I need to sort out and declutter. They can't help with that because they don't know what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. So as I'm the only parent here, it is a bit slower. Because also being the only parent, of course, means I'm juggling 4 offspring's worth of bits and pieces, things that need sorting, and everything just takes a while. But it's roughly laid out, how I want it. Well, it's not. It's laid out as a good starting point, but I'm sure I'll be moving things around and things like that for quite some time. But yeah, that's why there's not been any room tours or anything, because there's nothing really to see because it's, a bit messy. I mean, over there's a pile of laundry I need to put away that I brought in, quite a few. It's about four washes worth of laundry waiting to be put away. And we seem to have excessive fabric in this family. 2 of my offspring are very much into their clothes, which means they've got excessive clothes. And if anyone's thinking, oh, that's girls for you, well, one of them's a man, one of them's a man. So, but there will be some tours at some point soon. You can see this little corner. This is the dining table I'm sitting at here, and I quite like this little corner. It's sort of tucked into a cosy corner, and when we're eating, we can look out the lovely garden, and it's really lovely. I'm so loving this house. I'm so glad I got this one over all the others. I say it all the time, but every day I look and think, how have I been so lucky? That's why I'm striving to make sure I can keep affording it. Of course, the rent for me will always be paid first as a priority. I would never let that slide. The rent gets paid first, and then you deal with everything else. Well, obviously, kids get fed first, really, but but in a home, rent gets paid first, then the bills, and then we see what's left, which, to be honest, isn't much. But that's why I love, thrifting and street finds and things like that, because you can get nice things like that lamp and my lovely new cake dome. It is a cake dome. I don't care what any of you say. Just, cheaply. Salt and pepper pots. They were from the charity shop. If you watch Squeezy Living, you'll have seen all of these bits and pieces anyway, because I always do my thrift hauls over there. But salt and pepper pots I've got. Everything. This was a street find, this lovely plant. Everything in my house is obtained cheaply, but I think I've got quite a skill for living cheaply, but it not appearing too cheap, if you know what I mean. I don't believe that it appears that I live on a knife edge, if that's a word. Cliff edge? Cliffhanger? Anyway, whatever it is. Hopefully, anyway. And I've always been into the country cottage kind of style, a bit kitschy and a bit shabby chicy and things like that. So that works really well with, thrifting and street finds and frugal living, because you can find all those bits nice and cheaply. It's lucky I'm not into, expensive designer bling bling. Otherwise, I might be a bit stuck. Okay, it is the 1st of July 2026. Let's see what my starting weight is. There we go. 15 stone. And that's exactly what I thought it was. So, that's quite good actually, because I think that 15 stone exactly is a really good weight to be starting off at, you know. It's a nice, precise, exact number. I'm going to try not to harp on too much about weight loss because I know some of you don't like it. So I won't mention it too much. This is what I'm drinking to try and keep off sugary snacks. Yes, I know it's not great, but, you know, substituting one naughty thing for another, but just for a bit. Recommendation from nursey friends and things. Every first of the month I'll update on whether I've managed to lose anything, and it'd be wonderful to think that you'd see me shrinking. I mean, over the last 2 years you've seen me growing, so it'd be wonderful to think you might see me shrinking a bit. I'm really frustrated. I've had technical difficulties. Yesterday's video that I filmed yesterday was supposed to go up yesterday. It just wouldn't upload to YouTube. When I tried to upload it to YouTube, it just kept saying it was still running checks. What it does when you upload it is it checks for anything, you know, copyright or any issues with the video. And it just stayed saying that for the rest of the day. So that's going to go up today. So you will get today's video tomorrow, which is the one I'm filming now, obviously. So you'll get my 1st of July weigh-in on the 2nd. Also, because I really think I need a new computer when I can afford one, because... So that wasn't a hint, by the way. I'm really self-conscious now because somebody said it sounds like I'm begging. I'm just being realistic. It's my real life, you know. When I can afford a computer, I'm going to get one. That's not begging. I feel like I have to put a disclaimer every time I mention, oh, when I can afford it or something. I feel like I have to put a disclaimer in. Anyway, shut up, Emma. Right. Last night, I got out my little separate hard drive that I save all my photographs on. Now, I've been taking photographs since my first child was born 21 years ago, over 21 years ago. And they're all stored on this separate hard drive. And for years I've been thinking I must back up those photos. I must back them up somewhere. And I went to plug that drive in last night and it didn't work. And it was about 1 a.m. I decided to just try this and it didn't work. And I just got so frustrated. Like, I was thinking, have I lost 21 years of photos? All my children, all video clips, just everything. I could have salvaged some from Facebook and some from here and there, but the thought of losing 21 years of photos is, oh my gosh, quite devastating. So I fiddled around with it for a bit. One of my children was still awake, adult children, not little children. I didn't get little Lemon out of bed at 1 a.m. Can you help me with this? And tried it on their computer and it didn't work there. So I thought, right, that's it. I've potentially lost all these photos. And then I thought, well, I'll just try plugging it into a different port on my computer, and it worked. Now, I don't know if that's just a fluke or what, but before it dies again, I need to spend time. Well, I mean, it won't take me much time, but it will take the computer a lot of time. I need to copy all those pictures onto another hard drive I've got, because I will be really sad, you know, to be losing just all my photographic memories from the whole of 21 years. That's a lot. All my children, relationships, holidays, places I've lived, just every, you know, my memories. I absolutely love photography. I don't know how many photos. There's probably well over 100,000 photos, and I'm not exaggerating. I've taken photos of everything. If it's there, it gets photographed. Yeah, so I'm going to do that today, which I'm not going to let you, you know, watch that because that'll be boring. But yeah, it was a frustration. So back up your pictures. I don't know about clouds and stuff. I don't know if there's any cloud that would take well over 100,000 photographs. Anyway, that's a bit of a waffle for you. But the YouTube AI says you love my twaddle, so I hope you enjoyed that. Actually, while I'm doing this, which is going to be very boring, I'm going to insert here a bit of garden footage that I've been waiting to slip into a vlog at some point. I was going to do a dedicated garden vlog, but there's not much happening in the garden right at this minute, and it's going to become old news, you know, by the time I do another garden vlog. So I'm going to insert in here a little bit of garden video I've taken over the last couple of weeks. So enjoy that, and then we'll come back to the present day. I just came out in the garden to put something in the bin and I saw something that really, really excited me. So I've literally rushed back in to get the camera so I can show you guys. Look what's growing on this bush. Look at this. Aren't they amazing? They're beautiful. Bright red, well, presumably flowers. Somebody told me this is called a bog brush tree? Bottle brush tree? Something like that. But I didn't expect these gorgeous red things to grow on it. Oh my God, look, and this is coming out. What's this? Honeysuckle, I think? These are all next door plants that I get to enjoy because they dangle into my garden. But wow. Oh, I don't think I showed you. I hung those dangly things here. Thought they looked quite pretty there. But wow, I am so lucky to benefit from next door's garden and their beautiful plants. Gorgeous. And yes, they really are that bright and beautiful in real life. Oh, and while I'm out here, I also have to say thank you to one of you guys. Can't remember the name off the top of my head. I will grab it before I finish this video and try and avoid being attacked by a flying bee. But one of you guys sent me the money. They said, you know, they saw the video where I was shopping in Home Bargains and I looked at the statues and I said, can't really justify buying that one. They sent me the money and said, buy that statue. So, there she is. Thank you very, very much. I will grab your name before the end of this. So kind of you. Thank you so much. I absolutely love her. Haven't thought of a name for her yet. But she's lovely in the garden. Thank you so much. I just love that this garden is a constantly changing wonderland. I don't come out here for a couple of days and then there's new stuff that's appeared. I just love that it's constantly changing. So happy that I got this house. Well, that was quite a while back now, a couple of weeks ago, and unfortunately the scorching hot weather has had a bit of an effect on the garden, particularly the grass. As you can see, it's looking very dry. Plants are faring all right though. I like, well, that's probably a weed, those yellow flowers, aren't they? But I do like things like that popping up. Some little pink ones down there. If you can see them. Not sure if you can see them. Yeah, I think you can. And I'm also really loving that I can take advantage of next door's plants because look, beautiful fuchsia growing through the fence. So I'll put some plant pots there to make it look like I'm growing the fuchsia. Oh, and I also noticed this morning up here, wavy, sorry, waving you around a little bit there. But on top of that fence there, can you see there's some really lovely white roses growing from the garden, whatever's over that fence. So yeah, I get to take advantage of them. Maybe I need to clip my bush back a bit so that I can see them a bit better. Oh, and down here, there's some deep pink roses growing from my own rose bush. So yeah, a few bits have been going on. There's a butterfly there. Oh, tried to get the butterfly. The nasturtium I planted in here has started to come up. Thank you for everybody who advised me I need to put holes in the bottom of these. I will in due course. Haven't done it yet though. And something's starting to come up in here. If you remember, I did plant forget-me-nots in there. There's some little dots. So it could be forget-me-nots, but then I read, and someone also told me, that they won't flower till next year. So I've also put something else in there, but I can't remember what it is. So that'll be a surprise if it comes up. And in here I've planted something. What was it? Can't remember. I didn't film myself planting it. I just thought I just want to get these seeds planted up. So I don't know. That'll be a nice surprise as well. I'm good at this gardening lark, aren't I? I was actually hoping to work out where to put this lovely bird feeder. Tend to get a lot of birds up there, but if I hang it up there, I won't get the enjoyment of seeing it as easily because it'll be all the way up there. So yeah, I haven't decided where to hang this yet. Obviously it needs to be where the birds come. They come up there. Just be ashamed to hide it away because it's so pretty. Or maybe I could get a stake. I haven't got a stake at the moment. Might be one in the fridge. I'm so funny. Yeah, I haven't got a stake at the moment, but maybe I could have a stake poking out of the ground here and just hang it in between these plants in this little gap. I like that idea. That means I'm going to have to wait till I get a stake though. I'll put that on my mental list of things to get next, you know, soon. Wildflower's not looking very happy. Yeah, I think I might have killed that with the hot weather. Maybe I shouldn't have put it here. Is it too late to move it now? Probably is, probably dead. Well, it's got a bit of life in it. What do you think? Tell me before it dies. Tell me as soon as possible. Should I put that into a plant pot? But yeah, I think a stake with that hanging between those plants there, you know, low enough for me to replenish it and see it, would be nice. Oh, thanks for helping. You've been a great help. I'd like one more little piece of advice, please, before I pop off. By pop off, I mean, you know, before I end the video. Frogs. Does anyone know about frogs? Now, I don't have a pond in my garden. As far as I'm aware, none of my neighbours have a pond. But there seems to be a family of frogs at night time outside my back door. So there was an adult one that was hopping around for a few nights. Every time I opened the back door, it was there waiting for me. And this morning there was a baby one. Unfortunately, the baby had passed away. I don't know, you know, why or whatever, but yeah, that was a bit sad to see a little, deceased baby frog. I wondered, should I put something out there for the frogs? And if so, what? You know, should I put, oh God, my hair's in terrible state. Sorry, I just saw on the camera, I thought, gosh, I need to brush my hair a bit better. Anyway, should I put something out there, like a tray with some rocks and some water? Will they be okay with tap water, or do I have to go and find a stagnant pond somewhere and steal some of that water? What do you think I should do? I mean, you could say, well, you know, pick them up and take them to a pond, but they come out, you know, I always see them around 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, so if you've got any advice on what to do with the frogs that keep on hopping around my back entrance, then please do let me know in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little garden update. I've been meaning to do one for a while, and sorry it wasn't a completely dedicated video. You had to deal with the twaddle before you got the garden bit. But I hope it was pleasant enough for you anyway. And I hope I will see you again really soon. Until then, bye for now.